The flight attendant's voice cut through the tense atmosphere like the edge of a blade. "I'm telling you one last time. Move to the back of the plane, or be ready to face the consequences." Passengers were stunned. The anger and contempt in her tone were undeniable. All eyes locked onto one woman, Naomi Williams. Naomi, dressed in a stunning navy blazer, sat completely still. She was calm, too calm. Her lips barely moved, but the words she uttered echoed through the cabin. "I've already told you. I'm not moving." Her voice was serene, soft, yet unwavering. No one could have predicted what was about to unfold. If you believe no one should be treated this way, hit like and subscribe now. And tell us, where are you watching from? The plane glistened under the afternoon sun, a floating palace in the sky. Inside, passengers sipped champagne, their laughter blending with the soft, ambient music in the background. Plush leather seats, golden accents, and an air of exclusivity made every traveler feel like royalty. Among them sat Naomi Williams, a woman of elegance and quiet confidence. But in the eyes of other passengers, she was different. Lauren, the lead flight attendant, fixed her gaze on Naomi. She scanned Naomi's sophisticated professional attire, her lips curling into a disdainful smirk. "She doesn't belong here." Lauren's words dripped with concealed hostility and sarcasm. "Excuse me, ma'am. This section is reserved for our elite passengers." Passengers stole glances, waiting to see Naomi's response. Would she comply? Would she argue? But Naomi simply tilted her head and spoke in an unshaken voice. "You might want to check your list again." Lauren's nostrils flared. Her anger sharpened like a dagger. She wasn't about to let Naomi get away with this. "Take her to the back, immediately." Lauren ordered her junior flight attendant, Grace. Passengers whispered, as if waiting for a spectacle to unfold. Naomi remained motionless, her eyes unreadable. "You should really think about what you're doing," Naomi said gently. Lauren laughed in her face. "Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing," she hissed, her voice laced with venom. Passengers shifted in their seats, sensing something was wrong. "What she's doing? It's not right," a businessman murmured. But Lauren's cruelty wasn't over yet. She deliberately spilled a glass of ice-cold water onto Naomi's lap. Gasps filled the cabin. Water seeped into Naomi's pristine attire. "Oh, you should be more careful while sitting," Lauren mocked, smirking. Naomi slowly lifted her gaze. Her face remained expressionless, but the words she spoke were chilling. "You just made the worst mistake of your life." Lauren laughed, but inside, an eerie feeling of unease crept over her. Then, in front of everyone, Lauren did something unimaginable. She slapped Naomi across the face. Passengers were left in shock. A deafening silence spread across the cabin. Naomi didn't move. She didn't even touch her face. She simply smiled. Suddenly, the cockpit door swung open. "Lauren, step aside." Lauren's confidence shattered instantly. I was just doing my job," she protested. The captain's expression was stern. He turned to Naomi and, in a respectful tone, said, "Miss Williams, we've just received confirmation from corporate. You own this plane." Complete silence. Lauren's face turned ghostly pale. Her arrogance crumbled. Passengers were stunned. She owns the plane," a woman whispered in disbelief. "Lauren, you're fired," Naomi said coldly. Then, two uniformed officers stepped into the cabin. "Lauren Reed, you are under arrest for assault." The sound of handcuffs clicking shut echoed through the cabin. Lauren was escorted off the plane. Passengers erupted into applause. Naomi addressed the cabin. "I sincerely apologize that you all had to witness this. This will never happen again on our airline. Thunderous applause followed. Justice had been served. Later, in a televised interview, Naomi spoke to the world. Respect is not a luxury, it is a right. It's time to stand up against discrimination. Her statement went viral. Social media exploded with hashtags like #respect for all and #dignity first. And Lauren, she faded into oblivion. A harsh lesson of what happens when cruelty meets justice. Naomi boarded her next flight, this time greeted by a polite and professional crew. "Welcome aboard, Miss Williams," the flight attendant said warmly. Naomi gazed out the window, feeling a sense of peace. Justice had been served, and more importantly, change had begun. The world watched as Naomi's story turned from a moment into a movement, a lesson in dignity, power, and the price of prejudice. What do you think? Should Lauren be forgiven? Or did she get exactly what she deserved? Comment below, and if you want more powerful stories like this, subscribe now.